podcast is for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com. You seen what he did on Facebook, right?
Listen, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this, look.
Beyonce Productions.
Boxingvoice.com. All the guys want. I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. We done bust your ass like Mayweather.
It was born to fight. My life has always been a fight.
I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to. You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
That's no pressure. That's just my style. My style is to dominate. I want to get the guy. I want to stop the guy. You know, my motto is man down.
Boxingvoice.com.
Why you mad?
I'm not saying the man can't take body shots. Wait for motherfucking March.
You better not say he can't take a body shot. Champ took that shot from everybody. What up, ladies and gents? Welcome back. Hopefully you had the opportunity to digest the Joe Rogan experience with Andy Ruiz. And yeah, we're going to be talking about that and all the news coming from that particular interview. Plus, if all goes well, we should be having a guest on the show. But you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline, as we will be discussing what seems to be something out of the normal. But Joshua Ruiz, too, we're getting information that it's not in the U.S., it's not in the U.K., so where the hell is it? I don't know. But some rumors coming out that it's in Nigeria. I'm not mad at that. I mean,
Canada.
Oh, you think Canada? Okay, well, listen, man. Let's find out. But 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Let me jump out to my co-hosts.
Beyonce Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my mic. He stayed
Oh,
out
my mic.
before he said it.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Yo, what's up, everybody out there in the TBV universe, back with another one. And yes, the Joe Rogan experience last night was a good experience. I watched the whole episode. Andy Ruiz, and big ups to Joe Rogan for not only doing UFC fighters, but starting to transition to more and more active boxers. We've seen Fury, we've seen Wilder, now we've seen Andy Ruiz. Why haven't we seen AJ? Hopefully he comes back over to the Joe Rogan experience. But in this interview, it seems like Andy is not going to the UK. In the interview that I saw with Eddie Hearn, he kind of corroborates what Andy was saying about no UK. So if it's not going to be in the UK, no US, like Ned said, where the fuck is it going to be at? Like Nigeria, really? Saudi Arabia, Amir Khan got that money. They ain't going to give Andy Ruiz and Joshua that money? A lot of places, man, out there. It's a big-ass world. First of all and foremost, and it's like 100 and some countries in the world, like more than 150. So we got 2 excluded. I want to know where it's going to be at, and hopefully, Eddie said within 48 hours we'll be getting an answer. So typically that probably will be on a Monday, so they can announce a press conference maybe. But we'll see. What's going on in this, man? A lot of news.
What's up, man? Listen, I'm just excited. I'm sitting here with a smile on my face because this is what I said to you, for a while now. I'm happy to report on it. I'm happy that, we have stories like this to come back and talk about. So, no US, no UK. This is so left field. This is exactly what we want as a podcaster. This is a dream for me. So, not only that, but I've been begging for a different country to get me out of my country. Give me a fight in the right country that's going to get me to travel. Like, give me my own Thriller in Manila. That's exactly what I want.
What about the casual fan, man?
What
What about
about
the
them?
fan that wanted to go to the fight and support if it was going to be in the UK, if it was going to be at Madison Square Garden or Vegas or LA?
I mean, if they were going to
Now
go
you
to the
telling us
UK,
we got to travel to Nigeria?
bro, if they were going to go to the UK and all that other funny shit, they could go here. What's the difference?
I mean,
A couple hours longer
thought-
on a flight, maybe?
That's like you said yesterday, nigga, fight to Africa, not short. But look,
Hey,
look, man,
I'm sure they're
I'm
going to
just
come
being.
up with packages, though, right? I'm sure if Eddie is going to have them VIP packages.
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah,
going to be
but-
a stadium fight. I mean, look, I don't know how serious Nigeria is, right? Like, I'm trying to get Spencer Fearon on. He's the one running around talking that Nigeria shit. But I did see tweets suggesting Africa, which is the same fucking country, nonetheless. So I don't know. Somebody's definitely a player. And Eddie has done numerous interviews where he's saying that there's interest from other countries. You know,
As a matter of fact, go ahead and play that Eddie Hearn one I sent you. It's the second one.
yeah, I'm not good with that.
I know it's like the one that was sent last.
Look, they don't want to come to the
That one?
That's Eddie, ain't it?
I don't know. Because ever since he lost, they sound
Look, they don't
different.
want to come to the UK. They never have done. I think they use the sort of Dillian White saga as a little bit of a scapegoat, in that decision as well. And we have to take that into consideration. Contractually, we know our position,
Can you
but
pause
we
right
want
there?
to make sure we get the...
Can you pause right there?
Yeah, I thought it was a
thought you was the
contract,
big
right?
dog.
And no, because you not the A
I thought
side.
you was the big dog.
You not the A side.
We gotta take it into consideration. What? Yes,
Ah!
I don't see so. The contract had a clause in it. It's gonna be where y'all say it's gonna be at. Ain't you showing
fuck's
niggas that
going
he
on
got a
here?
little power in this negotiation? I'm not coming to the UK.
Bruh,
I am not coming to the UK.
fact that he said that they're trying to use the Dillian White situation as the reason why, and it's already to the point where they're admitting it's not happening in the UK. I think Eddie knows he did wrong on that Dillian White situation.
I don't know what either that or the fucking the contract didn't have a venue in it. I think the rematch was probably split. And
No, I think it's always what I've always told you. Honestly, like it's not Eddie. It's nothing more than highest bidder. Like any businessman is not dumb. Like I'm going highest bidder. That's who I'm giving the fight to, man. It's better for my fighter. And it's better for your fighter.
even when you're trying to like quote unquote protect your guy, trying to give him all the advantages.
There's no such thing, man. There's no such thing. Really, there isn't. You can't protect anybody, bro. Like, how? Really, how?
Not saying protect, but you can put things in his favor, like we seen against Joseph Parker with the referee. Wouldn't allow Joseph fight on the inside. We seen it with Joseph Parker.
Oh yeah, no, listen,
Like,
we see that with Mayweather. Mayweather also is able to do that.
Yes, of course. But when Joshua actually took his own time out and said, "Ref, nigga, my glove fucked up," you know what I'm saying? And the ref went over there and fixed it for him. So there are things that you can do to put or tilt it in Joshua's favor. But I like the fact that they are open to going to places outside of the norm. Like,
Yo, what I'm excited about is Andy Ruiz continuously telling Joe Rogan that the announcement is coming soon. It's coming soon. Even though he already told Rogan, but Rogan is sweared to secrecy. But he already told Rogan. That's kind of fucked up. But I'm going to be honest, it didn't sound like Africa to me.
what do you mean? Hold on.
Because
It's
Rogan
kinda
ain't even a
supposed to
real
be Rogan?
Yeah, because Rogan ain't even a real boxing guy. Like, come on, get that information to a real
man.
boxing guy.
Yeah, but never mind. We don't get into that. Go ahead.
So listen, I'm just saying, it don't sound like Africa because the enthusiasm would have been different. But what we will do is give our reasons as to why America sounds ruled out. Not only did Andy say it's not happening in America, but he said no Staples Center. He said, man, I wanted Staples Center.
I wanted that Staples Center.
So,
there you go.
Yeah, so that's not happening. Then he said,
I would have
man,
loved for it to be back at Madison Square Garden.
and that's not happening. So then he also said, I didn't mind Vegas or some shit like that. So all those, locations in the U.S. aren't happening. So it sounds like the U.S. is off limits unless they're going to pull a flea flicker and get a state that we don't really go to, and they're just putting up a big site fee like Dallas or something. I mean, that would be great too. But again, it sounds like there is no America because they want neutral ground, right? So I think Ruiz's grounds for no UK is, let's not do it in America. Let's not do it in the UK. We do neutral territory because of what's going on, magnitude of the fight, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, Fresh BX, I agree with you, bro. Yeah, man. Now, I do want to say that I believe it'll be somewhere in the Middle East. When you talk about site fees and talk about bidding, you know there's a lot of money out over there in the Middle East. We just seen Amir Khan go to Saudi Arabia, and we have heard there have been interest.
I just feel like Andy would have let that out the bag in a different way. I think he would have been like, yo, it's going to be big. I can't wait for people to hear it. This is something never been done before. First heavyweight. Like, he didn't say any of that. He made it sound.
But Andy's not that. Is he that kind of guy though? Like,
shit, he bought a fucking Rolls Royce and new jewelry.
Yeah. I understand that, but like,
guy.
When you sit down and talk to Andy, his personality just seems like he's a. He just looks like the kind of guy who's happy with life and who's not overly expressive when it comes. Cause that interview was short as fuck, and Andy was giving short answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like he was overly loquacious.
Nah, man. I think I learned a lot from Andy, and I think that whoever underestimates the size of the dog in this next fight is highly confused, right? Like, he said when he brought up his kids, and he said my kids can say my daddy could beat you up. He ain't thinking about fucking legacy or nothing. Like, he want to be bad to his children, his wife, his family. Like, he said it. Yo, Rogan was like, yo, this is a big entourage. He's like, nah, I ain't got no entourage. These all my cousins, brothers, or best friends. You know what I'm saying? From high school. Like, and, you know, AJ did that too, and we gave him credit for sticking close to his people. So, I don't know. Homeboy got his head on. It's on right. And, you know, they talked about the struggle, which I don't know. Like, how Andy out here saying he's struggling, but he's driving around in a Panamera. But that ain't my business. That ain't my business. But he said right before the fight he was struggling. You know what I'm saying? And now he good. But I don't know. You had a Panamera, man. I ain't got no Panamera. I can't even pronounce Panamera, Porsche Panamera right. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't in my tax bracket.
Restart that audio for me.
No
not restart it. Just resume it.
We'll do the restart. Look,
they don't want to come to the UK. They never have done. I think they use the sort of Dillian White saga as a little bit of a scapegoat, you know, in that decision as well. And we have to take that into consideration. Contractually, we know our position, but we want to make sure we get the fight done. We want to respect Andy.
Now, what does he mean by that? Like, we know our position contractually, but we want to make sure we get it done. What do they think? Andy's just going to walk away from the fight and the belts? Because can he walk away with the belts, or that will put him in court? Like, he can't just walk away. So what does he mean by get it done? Or does he mean, like, get it done, like, I just want to get this one done. I don't want to drag it out, you know, because obviously it can drag out, but it'll still get done, right? Like, that set me for a curveball right there.
I just think what he was saying is probably been a lot of pushback from Andy's team not wanting to do certain things, and he's just trying to get the motherfucking fight over the finish line. So have to take into consideration he don't want to go to the UK. And if there is bigger money out there for Joshua and Andy, then you gotta, like you said, you gotta go and get it in. I just think that he knows where the fight is going to be at. He's just waiting for all the paperwork and shit to finally get finished so they can announce it. It's probably been a fucking long time though. It's probably been a hard time for Eddie, for Joshua losing, having to negotiate the rematch, then bam, Dillian White fucking pops, and you got all these questions about Dillian White. People are not really asking about the rematch no more. Now, people are like back asking about the rematch. So it's been probably been a tough time for Eddie, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the business side of boxing.
Yeah, man. All I know is that this interview has me interested on what exactly is going on, man. I'm trying to connect with Spence. You know, he wanted to come on earlier, but I let him know we were doing the Crawford thing, so he's supposed to be back for this. But he definitely was saying that he's here in Nigeria over there, and I'm just Still,
I mean, we can't really, you know what I'm saying, rule what Spence says out because he was the guy who said y'all was getting $4 million for the Kovalev fight, and for all intents and purposes, it seems like Yard is getting big money for that fight.
yeah, no, for real. I mean, but that doesn't make everything you say true.
No, I'm not saying it does. I'm saying he has a
plug and in.
No, not even that. A track record for.
Well, I got a UK number here. I'm gonna have to check, make sure he ain't calling in the hotline. Who's this right here? Is this Mitty or is this Spencer?
Mitty. Yeah, Mitty.
What's going on, Mitty, man? Hope everything going good with you, brother.
Yeah, I'll get back to you, Coach. All right, man. So, all right, let's go back to the audio, right? Back to the audio.
But we'll decide where the venue is. You know, a neutral venue, he'd be a lot happier with. I think I can rule out America right now. Cardiff is still the front runner. He's still the favourite. There are some other interesting options that would be quite iconic internationally, which...
That's what I'm talking about. Quite iconic. Now, but you see, this was what? He went back on, like he just said, it ain't going to be the UK because they don't want the UK because of the Dillian White thing. Then he says the Cardiff is still the front runner. So it's like, which do you believe? But back to
like I said, we got final say so or whatever. So I do believe Cardiff is still in play, even though Andy don't want to go back to the UK. But I do believe Cardiff is still in play. It's the biggest arena over in the UK with a roof. For that time of year, you don't want to put that with me. It's gonna be cold as shit. So I do believe Cardiff is still in play, but a warm weather venue around that time will be good.
Yo, I like to say this a lot. Mayweather gave you the blueprint. He gave Maidana $1.5 million not to wear some MX gloves. I mean, maybe they need to just give up a couple mil to get a hometown fight.
He said he wants 50.
You know, that ain't realistic, but I mean, I guess it is though, right? Wilder was giving Anthony.
Yeah, depending on who.
Wilder was giving Anthony Joshua 50, right? So
yeah.
Why the fuck is Ruiz, who beat him, isn't worth it? But back to the audio.
Does involve a lot of aggravation logistically, but does involve a spectacle that would be, you know, quite unique. So we haven't ruled out anywhere yet, but I would say that.
Let me go back to that.
A spectacle that, which does involve are some other interesting options that would be quite iconic internationally, which does involve a lot of aggravation logistically, but does involve a spectacle that.
A lot of aggravation logistically. So what does that mean? The travel, the length of travel?
Meaning it's just tough getting everything done, from the promotion to the probably concession to the
could
travel.
Could it mean entrance? Could it mean, is it a country like Dubai that people probably don't want to go to?
And then you sometimes you got different countries that they have different customs and different laws that maybe your country is more progressive than. So I can see it being a problem logistically, especially when there's no blueprint to do it, especially like lately. Like we have the Rumble in the Jungle and Thriller Manila, but no disrespect to those guys, all those fights were kind of older. And now with the the way the world is now, I just think that blueprint may not be.
R&V so rich. He talking about Ness, you could get those Porsches Andy Ruiz had cheap. Let me tell you, I know a lot about cars. You can't get no Porsche Panamera even used less than $65,000 unless you getting some shit with like
$100,000.
Unless you getting some shit with like 100 and something thousand miles on it.
Yeah, I was thinking like it's the same price like as a brand new Rolls Royce or some shit. I mean, I'm not Range Rover.
Range Rover brand new is definitely more, especially
more than a Porsche Panamera brand new.
Well, the Panamera could be a little more dependent on options, but listen, Enrique range was the 120.
Yeah, he had the range. Yeah,
he had the 120. He had the diesel plus the motherfucking turbo. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. It depends on your options, and then there's a better one than that. It's like a Westminster one where the interior is all different and stitched and you know whatever.
I hate rich niggas. God damn it! Shout out to my nigga J. Cole.
Let me go back to the tape.
Would be, you know, quite unique. So we haven't ruled out anywhere yet, but I would say that and I keep saying this, but in the next 48 hours, Andy Ruiz's team will be alerted to where this fight will take place.
Now, when did this interview drop? Because 48
Yesterday,
hours.
Wednesday, July 31st.
Okay, so we talking Friday, or sometime UK time Thursday when we sleep.
And they done it before. Remember on Friday they had a quick announcement for Parker and White. That press conference came on Monday. We had one for Lomachenko
I mean, look, the 48-hour announcement to Ruiz doesn't mean 48-hour press conference for us.
To us, but I'm just expecting if they do it by Friday, then we can get a presser on Monday, maybe. I think that's normally how they get down. They used to never laugh about
Yo, he gonna send me a Porsche Panamera from 2011, champ. That's almost 10 years ago. Like, nobody makes that type of move. Like, I'm not gonna waste $26,000 on a 2011 car. I mean, it do got 55,000 miles. That's cheap.
It's $26,000.
$26,000. That's cheap.
Niggas out here copping that bitch, bro.
Yo, but that's Orlando, Florida. You got to go far for that.
All right, bro. When you got money, you'll go.
I mean, but listen, it probably ain't the dope one because them rims look whack. And that
my
color
nigga said
whack.
it probably ain't the dope one.
No, I'm just, no. Look, every car has like 3 different models.
Standard and like luxury. Then
they definitely appease into minorities, middle class, and rich folk. That's how it is. Like, they'll give you the Challenger, but you ain't getting no V8. You gonna get that. You gonna get that V6 if you got that. I don't know, Planet
What's
Fitness
that,
job.
Challenger called where it's like red line or some shit?
I don't know, but I know they got motherfucking the one with the
it's
B.
like RT.
They got SRT8. They got the SRT8, which is one, but there's more above that. Like, there's like a 325. Oh yeah, there's like a 325 series. All this weird shit, 442s, all that crazy shit, man. That's American muscle, man. I don't know shit
about cars like that, boy.
No, that's American.
It's GTO
muscle.
for a reason, baby.
Yeah. But even the GTO had different. Not many. It was only 5.7, 6.0. You can't fuck around. Ain't like the mother whack ass American car. See, mine's was actually that version was from Australia. They just,
now GTO. Are we talking about like a Pontiac or like a Mustang?
Yes, the Pontiac. No, Mustangs can't fuck with Pontiacs. They know that. Well, not that year. Not that year. Not that. I mean, really, Mustang's never good. Like, even the new Camaro is still faster than the new Mustang. Mustang. They lost it a long time. Now, I mean, if you do a motherfucking Thurman and get the Shelby, that's
Shelby
different.
GT, I'm gonna say Shelby.
But then if you get a Shelby, then I'll get a ZL1. So what you gonna do then? Like, I don't think the Shelby is gonna be faster than the ZL1.
My nigga said ZL1, bro. I have no idea what that even looked like.
It looked the same, as just more beefy, carbon fiber hood, vents in it, bigger wheels, everything, lighter rims.
I'm just like a nigga from the South, man. Give me a 96
and
SS.
it comes with supercharged. The ZL1 is supercharged. But anyway, back to the audio. Hit that thumbs up button.
Is it Eddie or Ruiz
now
turn?
We got Ruiz turn.
You're in this amazing position now. When you're headed into this fight, how long did it take to negotiate the rematch? I'm sure you had some sort of a contract clause, right?
Yeah, we had a contract clause. We've just been going back and forth, with my team and their team.
Because I heard they were trying to get you to go to England.
Yeah, but no.
And you were like, I want to stay in America, but there's some we can't say what's happening.
I'd love to have it back over there at the Madison.
He told Joe Rogan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So. In that indication right there, when Joe Rogan says they tried to get you to come back to England.
He confirms also the Eddie thing. Because he's like, they're trying to get you to go to America, but something happened. And he was like, yeah, you told me. Like, I'll rewind it. Because you got to listen. Right when you told me to stop, I just picked up on that right now. Let's go back a lot.
Square Garden, I'd love to run it back. And
fuck, man, how about the Staples Center?
The Staples Center, that's what I said too in one of the interviews, but...
Or Vegas?
Vegas would have been great too.
Yeah.
Right. But wherever it is going to be an amazing fight, an amazing venue. So, but tune in. The announcement is going to be in soon.
Oh, shit. I thought I rewinded. All I did was lower the volume. I'm fucking high. All right, here we go. We'll go again.
When you're headed into this fight, how long did it take to negotiate the rematch? I'm sure you had some sort of a contract clause, right?
Yeah, we had a contract clause. We've just been going back and forth, with my team and their team.
Because I heard they were trying to get you to go to England.
Yeah, but no.
And you were like, I want to stay in America, but there's some we can't say what's happening.
I'd love to have it back.
You see, you wanted to stay in America, but something's happening. He said, we can't say what's happening. What the hell does that mean? What's happening in America that they can't let us know about?
No, man. Like something's happening.
Or
man.
did I hear it wrong? I'm gonna rewind it again. Did I hear it wrong? Did you hear it? You didn't hear it. All right. I gotta rewind it. I was about to lower the volume again. I'm hot. All right. Boom. Boom. You ready? Too much. Right there. Should be good.
I'm sure you had some sort of a contract clause, right?
Yeah, we had a contract clause. We've just been going back and forth, with my team and their team.
Because I heard they were trying to get you to go to England.
Yeah, but no.
And you were like, I want to stay in America, but there's some we can't say what's happening.
I'd love to.
See, you wanted to stay in America. We can't say what's happening, but you ain't hear that?
Yeah, but we can't say what's happening. But
One more time. We're gonna let it flow.
What's going on in America that they can't talk about? It must be something.
With my team and their team.
Because I heard they were trying to get you to go to England.
Yeah, but no.
And you were like, I want to stay in America, but there's some we can't say what's happening.
I'd love to have it back over there at the Madison Square Garden. I'd love to.
Yo, he said we can't say what's happening. I don't know. Interesting. Has Eddie dropped anything since this? I'm sure Coogan is sitting in front of him somewhere recording, no?
Shit, Coogan said it from nigga yesterday, didn't he? From like an hour and a half.
Yeah, but I mean, this is all new now. Like you gotta get Eddie's response to this. What's going on, right?
I guess. I mean, I wouldn't take too much into that little part right there because I just think America is out of the running from how they're making it sound and how Eddie's making it sound. So whatever was happening is not going to be a component or a player anymore. But I am wondering, like, who wants this fight in their country? Like, who is going to be the big money man that...
I don't understand why we haven't got leaks on that from Eddie just so we can start writing and get the fans feel like, yeah, I won't travel to Nigeria. Yeah, I'll go to Dubai. Man, I ain't going to Mexico. Like, what the fuck? Why we ain't got no rumors yet? It's corny.
Keeping it close to the chest. When you're dealing with Al Heyman, nigga, ain't gonna be a whole lot of rumors coming out.
Well, remember, it ain't Al because he said his team gonna be notified where it's at, so it's them making a decision. Final say, if anything, right? No, maybe so.
I mean, I still think Al Heyman is advisor.
Yeah, they gotta agree, right? They gotta agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm stalking.
Hey, what the fuck Ryan Garcia been doing?
Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, because I sent you that picture.
I just seen it on Twitter too. Like, this nigga's jacked.
Hey man, he with the Canelo team. He training for real though, Mike. You got to think about
that. I know. Yeah,
like people,
and he's not.
People
he's going from that kid stage to like a.
It ain't even man. That. It's just like he ain't training himself no more. Now he doing real shit, and someone's really watching him and correcting him, and maybe now he don't want to cheat.
We got a tweet from Dan Rayfield. The final pre-fight and post-fight VADA random drug tests for heavyweights Dylan White and Oscar Rivas were negative for any banned substance. According to the letter VADA sent to the fighters and their teams on Thursday, a copy of which was obtained by ESPN.
What'd you say?
A copy which was obtained by ESPN.
What is that?
So
what are you reading?
Both guys passed their VADA test pre-fight and post-fight.
Oh, Rivas and Dillian?
Yeah, which is not like a...
I mean, look, that's probably the whole basis of Dillian being allowed to fight by UCAD because it's like, yo, look, man, VADA tested me. But I don't know. We still need to know what's that adverse. I mean, we do know. I mean, they found it. It don't matter. Why did VADA not find it?
What is going on with this shit?
What?
I'm looking at some. I got on Twitter. I'm looking at some shit that. Never mind. I'll send you the link and we'll talk about that shit. But yeah, back to this though, man. It's about time that we found out what's. I mean, it's not really because it's only been. We got plenty of time for a press conference and like promotion.
Oh,
and all
plenty
that.
of time.
I just think we may be getting over eager as a podcast host and fans. I was like, we want to know, but at the end of the day, like these kind of things take time, and they keep on dropping little seeds in the media. So I guess it gives us a right to try to push it and find out where it's going on at. It's just like they're just keeping it close to the vest. Like we're not even getting the names of the countries that are interested in these fights. Like give me a region or something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen. At least there's other countries in the running. But back to the audio.
Back and
Fuck, man, how about the Staples Center?
The Staples Center. That's what I said too in one of the interviews. But
or Vegas.
Vegas would have been great too.
Yeah,
right. But wherever it is going to be an amazing fight, an amazing venue. So, but tune in. The announcement is going to be in soon.
So what do you think about the safety of Nigeria? Like, you listen to other politics. How's things going? Is that even an option? Like, really?
Yeah, man, it's cool out there, bro. You ain't got to worry about shit. Nigeria, man, motherfuckers make Africa seem like it's just like a war-stricken country, which is really not. It's a beautiful place. That there are some parts of the, I believe, the Congo that are really, really bad. But there are parts that are, you know what I'm saying, just like you would expect in a country that doesn't. Well, I won't say doesn't have a lot of resources, but have the infrastructure.
Let me tell you something right now. It better not be Nigeria. They might as well. What, man? If this is correct, I'm sure you could find something cheaper. Maybe let me put it on. Let me try and do this. Keep talking. I'm gonna go ahead and try and do this correctly.
I'm saying is Africa is not like the country motherfuckers try to make it seem like to be, but there are bad parts, and just like in any other city or in place in the world, they have bad parts. But you know what I'm saying? You mind your P's and Q's.
He said December for sure is what he said. And when Eddie's mentioned December, what date did he use? The 14th?
14th.
All right, so we gonna fly in on the 11th, and we leaving on the 15th.
1,600.
Oh, that's not bad. That is not bad.
How much is it?
I got one stop, but oh my God, look how many hours in it.
15.
Travel time, 37 hours 20 minutes. One stop, great value, $925. Yo, the travel is crazy though. It's a whole day of travel.
It's a day and a half,
bro. And look, and that's if you book in advance. Cause I'm looking at shit with 2 stops costs $4,000. Like, these some expensive prices regardless. I don't know, but that's to a whole nother part. That's Kano. That must have a smaller airport or something. I don't know. I don't want to go no more. Give me a better country.
Yeah, shit ain't cheap, bro. When you start talking about
Canada, why you said Canada? Is that you hear?
I was
anything?
just talking shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Canada. I was just talking shit.
Damn, bro. Let me get to these callers. Then that's crazy. That's a lie. I ain't going. I'm going on TV. Yo, at least we know they said Dazn.
Yeah, so we can do that live fight chat again. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't no pay-per-view. So what we do know is that Al didn't get no huge offer from Fox or Showtime to pose this fight.
They probably did.
And you think it got turned down?
No, not what we always say. Who got first and last refusal?
AJ. Yo,
the zone, man. Damn, this niggas. The alley oop and you missed the fucking dump.
Yo, callers, sponsors, let's do it.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Dan, Spence said he'll jump on tomorrow. Kids driving them nuts.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
You might want to talk about the same topic, mañana. Psych.
Boxingvoice.com.
You invited him to the ring? Why?
Yo lo invité a que se viera. Como decimos en México, hay que dejarnos de mamadas. ¡Viva México!
And like we say in Mexico, we don't fuck around. Boxingvoice.com.
Machine gun with the business.
Hey, yo, my fault, man. So I was supposed to tell you I was just listening, man. I'm in the gym right now. But, hey, Jeff, I'll give a real quick thought on it, man. If it's in Africa, that'd be cool, man, just to get other countries involved into boxing, man. But I'm in the gym right now, man. I'll holler at y'all later.
You think he's slick? He think he's slick.
He always working.
You know what? I ain't mean to call in. You know, I'm in the gym right now.
He always working.
Gym getting ready.
Don't hate. He always working, B. Listen.
I love it. I love
it. Listen. We going out to his brother, Big Supermax, the mastermind.
What up, Big Supermax, man?
All right, man. So I'm getting real tired of you giving my mastermind status to Matt, man.
Nah, bro, you ain't pressed 1. You know when you pressed 1. You know it.
You lying.
You know it.
You're right. You called me. I ain't gonna lie.
Matt been on the line.
But now, Matt just trying to be slick and show off.
He working. He working, are you? Because Santiago, I had a conversation with Santiago, champ. Whoo, I can't wait for Saturday.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, I can't wait either because I haven't felt this good in a long time. It's nice to be humble, but that's not my real personality. When I'm feeling great, I ain't gonna get into it right now. But just wait for Saturday. Mike, don't miss it. But as far as this fight, this rematch, man, I don't know that it would do well in Texas. I was thinking maybe Mexico, but I don't know, man. Chavez Sr. just got robbed over there, so I wouldn't be going to Mexico right now either. They robbing Chavez Sr., so I think somewhere out of the ordinary, maybe Manila, like you said, we want our own field in Manila, something like that would be cool. But who knows, man? I'm just ready to find out something about where this fight's going to be and how it's going to play out because I think 2020 is going to be a real big year for the heavyweight division. But that's my call.
All right. Let me go out to my boomerang in the UK.
What happened to Lou?
Who?
Lou got busy on us?
Lou got busy on us, man. We small fries.
To this day.
Oh, man, he dropped off. KO done left. Right in the middle of the intro. We going out to the ringer.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me resident.
You gotta leave blow on these beats. Got diarrhea flow. Now shit on niggas.
Even still, I still shit on niggas. Hey,
got some super friends in the Legion of Doom. Hey, that's my shit, man.
Last time I checked, man, Anthony Joshua don't really want it. So I read the title and I read a different title from someone else's YouTube, and it said UK is official, but yours just says no UK. So can I get the scoop again? Because I just called in.
Man, from the Joe Rogan podcast, don't look like it's UK. And from Eddie Hearn's last interview, he contradicted himself. He says in the beginning of the interview that it ain't going to be the UK because Andy Ruiz and his team don't want it, and they're using the Dillian White issue as the excuse. Then as he finishes his sentence, he says that Cardiff is still the front runner, but there's heavy interest from international countries. So, again, he was on with Rogan. He said it ain't the U.S. and it ain't the UK.
Then what it is?
I mean, he the A-side. That's all I know. He got the belts. That's what Eddie said. If you beat Joshua, you got the keys to the heavyweight division.
Okay, well, let's do it like this. Because remember we had our last show like a week ago, and PBC rolled out the WBO. Now, wouldn't that make Andy Ruiz, if he doesn't take this fight,
Andy
Ruiz,
no
official signing?
No, Andy Ruiz on this interview said to Joe Rogan that he's the IBO, IBF, WBO, and WBA champ. He recognized the WBO.
Hey, man, thank you, Abel.
I just don't get this, man. Like, what's the point of even saying it? Like, what's the point of even saying you want a rematch if you ain't making it happen quite yet?
I didn't even know that.
Eddie said
they
48
said
hours.
Me, Cardiff is not even in the UK; it's in Wales.
Oh shit!
I know, right?
What the fuck? So that's
our American shit right there, dog.
So that's that scapegoat shit right there. We not
going
to the UK.
Is that American shit?
Nah, listen to me. It don't matter. Cardiff, he done held fights there. Like that. You think that shit gonna fly with Al? You think Al gonna have that dummy moment we just had and say, "Oh, okay, it's not the UK. Get the fuck out of here." No, it ain't happening.
Not in England, by the way.
Listen, hey, if they pay him, it's different. That's all I know. If they pay him, they pay him. KO, we gave you an intro and you left, so we ain't doing double time. What up? Talk to us, champ. Where you been at? Oh, shit, KO, hold that thought. Actually, get your intro now because I forgot. There's a mastermind and pound for pound ahead of you. I'm sorry. R&V, talk to me.
What's up, Walter? Hey, let me give you a little insight. If you see anybody with a Bentley coupe, a Maserati, or a Porsche Panamera, they just fake flexing. Those are stunner cars, but they're not that expensive. Trust me, my G. For what they used to be worth, or for $160,000 car to be $30,000, it's cheap. Same thing with the Maseratis and all that.
Yeah,
It's the
but you
same
talking
body
about
style.
a
They've been
used car though. You talking about a used
No,
car though.
I know, but look, the Mazda, all they basically got the same body style for the past 10 years. So
Yeah, but
you're not, so you're
that
not
only
gonna really.
work on girls. Men don't work that way. Like you could trick a girl with your 2011 Porsche Panamera, but a man knows the difference between a 19 and an 18, bruh.
But
That's cool. No, but I'm saying
the whole
that
point.
Porsche Panamera, you could push around and you can still say you're struggling. If you spend 40,000, I mean that's a buy for a big check. I mean like that's say you spend 60,000-70,000. That's not a lot compared to other boxes, big time cars. So if he said he was broke, I mean he could have. I mean you could spend big stuff and then look back and like, damn, I was serious to spend that money on it. It's just like a chain. So that's not a big purchase.
I mean, listen, he know what it is. He had like he went on a shopping spree, bro. He bought a
if
car.
he could say he's struggling and have a Panamera, that's not baller status.
I'm just saying, listen, it is though, R&V. If you struggling, you don't buy a $37,000 car. You buy a used car that
But
you
did
can
you hear what I
afford.
said? That's a big check lifestyle. When you get big checks like that, you buy big stuff and then look back and go, "Fuck, I really shouldn't have spent it on that." But you still could struggle. Like that don't
Yeah,
mean.
that's all I'm saying. I mean, look, I'm gonna agree with you, but I'm also gonna say this: he ain't paid $27,000 for that shit.
Yeah, I know that.
He
But
bought
even
his
if you
shit out
spend
the
7,
lot.
that it still ain't a lot.
Man, he bought his shit out the lot like he just bought his fucking Rolls Royce out the lot. He
That's
going to the lot.
different, bro. The $300,000 car is way different than a $60,000-$70,000 car. You can finance a $60,000-$70,000 car. You got to have type of property, or you got to finance it with the right people, and the people got to see you got kind of money for you to finance a $200,000-$300,000 car, or you got to pay that thing outright. So
All I know is I highly doubt he bought a used Panamera.
All I know, man, this is a fucking rich nigga talk. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
this is not rich, bro. Rich nigga talk is Rolls Royce.
He
Panamera is
bought
not.
a Rolls Royce.
That's what I'm saying. That's the rich. No, but what I'm trying to say is, he could say he was broke and have a Panamera. He can't say he broke and have a Rolls Royce. That would be crazy for him to say that. But an average working man could afford a Panamera.
Well, he said he ain't broke no more, man. He ain't broke no more.
No, he ain't. But hey, I think the fight might be in Dubai because you can have that fight real late because people in Dubai stay up real late. So you can have it real late and kind of have a fight over in America around 7:00 ish. So I think Dubai might be the thing.
I hope so. I'm just gonna say that I feel like if it was one of these weird countries, they would have been dropped that shit because it's like a big announcement. Something hasn't been done in forever. Like that's a 1-up right there.
And my fault, man. They are saying that Wales is part of the UK.
Oh my God, you wildin', bro.
Bro, I just reading the chat, man. I'm going out what this nigga said in the chat. He said, man, Wales is not part of the UK, by the way, Mike. I'm not. I'm thinking he'll British motherfucker.
Listen. I feel the same way. Remember when I said I thought I went to the UK or I thought I went to London? There's people like, man, you was in Belfast. You know, it's like, all right, bro. I'm sorry, man. All I know is Wilder went to Belfast, right? He didn't go to Cardiff.
Bro, all I know is that shit is like me driving from goddamn New Jersey to motherfucking Indiana. That shit like right down the street. I heard that shit.
Nah, yeah. That's what I was about to say. Exactly.
That shit ain't far at all, but y'all shit is
KO,
great.
talk to us. KO, Boomerang, talk to us.
KO, no intro, dog. You already had it. What's up? What you doing, KO, man? Queen say y'all got 2.5 today.
I don't know what's up with him. We're going to go to Coach Smitty. Talk to me.
What up,
Yo,
Smitty?
what's up?
What's up?
Yo, so here's what I'm hearing, right? So, when Eddie said we know our contractual position, meaning that we know what we've put in the initial contract and we know that we can dictate where the fight is going to take place. However, he followed up by saying, but we're also trying to make that fight, saying that we're hearing that, Ruiz is obviously trying to say, I don't want to come to the UK, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to get, more negotiation into it. So at the end of the day, I think that UK is still the front runner, and it's probably going to happen in the UK. Cardiff being in the UK, 100%. In Wales is part of the UK, but all the other talk about like Nigeria or the exotic destination where it's going to be hard logistically, I think that they might have enough for Nigeria, but I'm pretty sure that Anthony Joshua himself don't want to be out there in Nigeria because he's such like of a big name over there as much as he is in the UK. But he's gonna be mobbed. He's gonna have to have like so much like contractual media obligation and stuff like that. The kind of shit that made him lose focus or whatever he's saying, and lost that fight, right? So. And Andy Ruiz would be out of his damn mind saying that, I'm going to be robbed in the UK and not going to get robbed by the judges in Nigeria. Not just that, he's going to have to watch like everything he's doing out there because he's going to have more of a hostile crowd against him in Nigeria than in the UK. So I think like he just wants to get like an extra bit of money and he's going to eventually agree that the fight is in the UK. I think that's what I heard out of all this conversation, man. But I did like the fact that you were bringing up a few things also, Mike. Africa, first of all, is not like a country, it's a continent, but Africa is also not like the place that people might want you to believe, right? We don't live in freaking like trees, houses, and with animals and everything. The one thing that I have to say though, there is security concern over having a fight in places like Nigeria. There's a big terrorist group out there called Boko Haram, and they use those type of like media events or stuff like that to just like do their thing and spread terror in there. So they're gonna have to watch things like that as well, and it's gonna be more difficult to control than if it was in the USA or in the UK, for example. But that's my 2 cents, man.
So they just gonna offer more money then?
We will address you as the pound for pound.
I think that's what it is.
Baddest man throwing down in Border Wars.
What's up?
Next time you call in, we will address you as pound for pound, the baddest man throwing down in Border Wars.
Hey, no problem, man. But I think that's what it is, man. They want more money, and they're gonna get more money, and it's gonna be in the UK, man.
Well,
and you're right,
Coach,
Africa is a continent, not a country.
In. All right, let's see if we can't get KO'd on this line now. Talk to me.
Can you not hear me now?
We hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what's up, KO? Talk to her.
Okay, yeah. So when Dylan White had his public workout, I actually spoke to Eddie, and he said to me that he actually traveled to Lagos to have a meeting with a potential venue place. So I think that Nigeria is a real possibility. Obviously, when AJ was there, like people really took to him, and he has a massive support. I still think that the fight might happen in the UK, but if what's his name, if Andy is saying he doesn't want to go to the UK, I think most likely it will probably be in Nigeria, which I think is a really good thing. Ness, I think you would love Nigeria if you go to Nigeria.
I mean, looking at these tickets prices, there's no way I can go to Nigeria. I've never, not even for pleasure, traveled anywhere where the tickets are $1,000. Like, I just don't do it. I went to Hawaii because my uncle paid my flight. Like, I'm not paying those $800 flights. There's too many beautiful countries that I can fly to for $400 or less and experience kind of the same shit. I mean, you see, the thing with me is I'm a Caribbean dude. All I need is a nice beach, blue water, some weed. I'm good. You know?
Trust me, we have a nice beach in Nigeria. You should do your research. Trust me, Nigeria is actually a great place.
No, listen, I love Jamaica. You know, it's everything I want. You know, so I've been there like 4 times. I'm not even Jamaican. I've been there 4 times. I'm trying to go back now, you know, and my girl, her birthday, I got to stop saying that, right? She's like the mother of my son, whatever, but her birthday's in November, so she's looking at vacations, and I'm like, yo, what up with Jamaica? But we already been there, but it's like, yo, it's so easy. It's like look, even Earl goes there all the time. You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua, who we talking about, goes there all the time. It's just so much easier to relax in Jamaica. I mean, everything is beautiful from their waterfalls, their rivers, their fucking beaches, their weed. Everything is on point. Speaking of Jamaica and boxing, my tour guide in Jamaica, his name is High Life Tours, and I met him through a listener of this show who happens to be a pound for pound supporter. Andre Diagonu, what up, champ?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir. What's up, Andre?
Great recommendation on John, because I don't go to Jamaica without even letting him know ahead of time, bro.
Yeah, man. All right. So look, I've gone to Joshua's fights in London the past 4 times through a Sky Sports Connect, and I was told Cardiff, December 14th. I started looking up for hotels. The cheapest hotel in Cardiff right now is $429 for Friday night. That shit's gonna be in Cardiff, bro. Eddie talks fast. He throws some buildings out. It's going to happen in Cardiff, and I actually believe my connect at the World Trade Center at the zone office is going to be in Cardiff. And plus, Sky Sports want this fight in London, in the UK. It's going to be Cardiff. Bring your coat, Andy. Bring your gloves. Bring your scarf. And drink a lot of tea. You're fighting in Cardiff, from what I understand.
Man, that don't sound right. That don't sound good to me, man. But I hear you. I wanted something a little more exciting than that.
I hear you, man, but Sky Sports is on.
He's done Cardiff so much. That doesn't even interest from international. That doesn't even sound right.
Sky Sports, man. Sky Sports is putting the pressure on Eddie, man. These guys are not trying to stay up at 3, 4 in the morning. I'm telling you, man. It's Cardiff. I already started looking for hotels.
But how can Sky put pressure on Eddie when DAZN is equally putting pressure? If you take it to Cardiff,
you have to also realize Sky Sports have rights to Anthony Joshua as far as UK. He's in hot. From what I understand, man, he has to deliver.
I hear you, but the same hot water he's in with Sky, he's in even more boiling water with DAZN.
Not because fight by fight with DAZN.
Exactly. So this fight they want, and it doesn't suit them.
But Sky has what he's saying. Sky has his rights. He's under contract for years and shit.
I hear you, and Andre, thanks for calling in, pound for pound.
And Andre, hold on real quick. We got a super chat from you, my guy. I think the fight in Cardiff, Man hotels and around Principality Stadium are sky high for the weekend of December 14th. So he's saying compared to every other week, those hotels on that day are just spiked up, and we know, they let them know first.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Damn, $429 for a night? Shit.
For Friday night. That's that.
What kind of hotel is that?
Imagine Saturday. That's why I don't go, bro. That's why I don't go. Like, even if you find a cheap flight, you gonna pay bank on that hotel.
Sound like a hostel or some shit.
I don't know, but I ain't doing all that shit, man. Anything with hostel in the title in the movies I watch, niggas got killed.
I'm with you on that
man.
shit.
I'm staying away from them shits. Matt Machine Gun says, shout out to Dollar for the intro. He really love that intro, boy. That's his favorite.
It's nice
super
though, bro.
chat.
I like the Canelo part.
Yo, he said, and the new, because he going to be going up in Border Wars, getting that fight on with
He going for the belt?
Yeah, we going to throw a belt on the line. Listen, we got to throw a belt.
Do I need to bring the WBO belt with me?
Of course you do. We need to throw a belt on the line because,
what IBO
we ain't got nobody in 68. We ain't got nobody at 68. IBO is in here. Actually, the IBO is at Doomy house. Doomy got it.
Boy, I'm telling you, but y'all keeping that IBO sacred, boy. Ain't nobody popping that shit yet.
I mean, we need a legit fight.
You right.
I know we need a legit fight. Honestly, I was trying to hold it hostage to get a legitimate fight. I could get a little unification, little AJ vacant one. Copy my boy AJ. We going out to NL on the mastermind. Talk to me.
What up, man?
I was trying to copy.
I heard you started playing the flute. NO.
Oh shit! Nah. He said he was on the drums.
Yeah. I was in the drum section, man. Come on, Mike. Don't do me like that, though.
Yeah, you seen what that flute player did, though. Put the most right hands on Pacquiao in history.
Flute player got his fucking ass whooped, like I said he was.
He put the most right hands on Pacquiao in history.
And then, dog, this nigga, like, you heard me, and that's trying to cake on talking about he wanted to be by the females and shit. That why, man, that nigga went in a fucking pawn shop, got a used flute, and went to playing Peter Pan and fucking Lil Red Riding Hood and shit, man. I told y'all this nigga wasn't built right, you dig, and he got it fooled.
He Pied
You understand?
He Pied Piper all them Pacquiao fans into buying that pay-per-view. Now he's sitting pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty, you dig.
He sold the most pay-per-views out of all the young welterweights. Out of all the young welterweights, he sold the most pay-per-views. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess who wouldn't have sold that many pay-per-view with Pac-Man?
I guess Broner wouldn't have. His old world star ass, his old famous ass, his old on everybody video ass, chilling with Rick Ross.
Can't even talk about the motherfucking fight, though. He talking about Broner and shit.
Yo, he called in here trying to talk about Thurman.
Why Vegas had an underdog? Because they knew what was happening, man. Vegas knew what was happening. They knew he was the underdog, man.
As soon as Vada wasn't testing, the line switched.
Champ playing the flute, dog.
Soon as Vada jumped out this testing, that the line switched.
Man, whatever, man. Yeah. Ain't no line switch because of Vada.
Yeah.
Fucking Vegas, what was happening?
Who opened up the favorite?
They had no testing. They had no testing for the fight.
Who opened up the favorite? Yeah.
Whatever, man. You can nobody give a fuck how you open up. It's how you end up. It's how you turn out.
Hey, I thought you was a hardcore. Because I'm sure the betting bookies knew once they read the headline, no Vada testing. Oh yeah, switcheroo. Switcheroo, kangaroo back.
That played the flute.
Switcheroo, kangaroo back. Hop.
Name another welterweight champ that played the flute, Ness. Just tell me one.
Floyd Mayweather.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Floyd ain't fuck with no flute, you hear me? That's why Thurman ain't got that dog in it. You know what I'm saying? You dig? He running around. He got that
no dog?
Look, that girl gonna leave him. That's
you gonna call that no dog?
He done told her he was a killer. And she found out this nigga's a wankster, man. You hear me? She gonna wait till she get her green card. Then she gonna take half, you dig?
You crazy.
And they gonna be running, crying like Kobe Bryant, I'm telling you.
You crazy,
hear me?
Man.
He wasn't with him in the gym, That's what you gonna be saying, you hear me?
He good, man. Yo, Al got him a little backup company, man. Like, she ain't getting half of nothing. She getting half of what Al letting her see. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going down like that. We taking care of ours. Brandon, talk to me.
Yo, what up, Mike? What up, Ness? I'm not buying this neutral ground shit at all, man. I think this shit's gonna happen in Cardiff or in the UK somewhere. I mean, why would they give Andy Ruiz any type of advantage and give him the benefit of having this shit on the neutral ground? They don't owe him that. I mean, he signed a contract. I mean, why they gonna do him a fucking favor? They need every advantage they gonna get because they may, when you think about it, the whole, future of matchroom boxing, especially in the USA, depends on Anthony Joshua getting the belts back. So they're going to take advantage, any advantage they're going to get. That shit going to happen.
I don't know,
probably
man.
Anywhere.
I don't know, man.
I mean, what can Andy Ruiz really do? I mean, what are you going to do? Not fight?
Exactly.
Go to court? And
exactly. And who listen to me. Just think about it for a second. Who looks worse? Who looks worse if this drags out and nobody gets to fight and it ends up in court? Who looks worse? The guy that got knocked out?
I mean, but he ain't making money.
I
mean, if you put that shit in court, the legal fees, all that shit, man, you losing money.
Nah.
You ain't fighting.
Listen, bro, you not listening. You not listening with your ears, bro. Andy already, Al already threw her money. They already believed. Yo, you got killer background. We done with you. You in a swimming pool over there. Listen, let's not forget. Al already believed in this. He threw Andy front money to go pay that last fight he owed Top Rank. Go get out that fight. Stop it, homeboy. What you think? He ain't gonna give Ruiz some money to chill while he go to court? He ain't gonna handle the lawyers? Let me remind you, somebody else he gave money to chill. When the world wanted Peter Quillen to fight Korobov, but his grandfather just passed away and he just had a kid. What Al did? Cut him that check. Go ahead and be with your family. Cut him that check. Y'all better stop, man. This chess, not checkers. Again, if this fight doesn't happen and ends up in litigation, who looks bad? The dude that got the knockout and has all the belts, still could go do interviews, still getting walkthroughs, or the dude that got knocked out and doesn't have the belts. And the rumor is won't fight unless it's in the UK, his home territory. But wait, didn't he lose the belts in America? Yeah, he did. Oh, nah. Yo, public perception, bruh. Believe me, that's why he... Yo, man, let me play this audio again. Obviously, these dudes ain't listening, man. They ain't listening, Mike. You know, we ain't gonna play no audio.
After you bring R&V back, then he want to use his boomerang.
Oh, boomerang. After he used 3 minutes straight for talking about Porsches and fucking Cayennes, he want another 3. You hear this, man? I'm telling you.
Hey, man, when you pound for pound, man, you get certain perks.
Yeah, you get to walk all over the show. Go ahead and do your thing.
First of all, I try to come back. I'm trying to come back and trying to help you out.
Don't sell. Don't be selling nobody no 2011 car. That shit depreciated like a motherfucker. They losing their bread.
Like they all do. But look, man, I congratulate you right by Keith, but you gonna have to shut up with this foolishness. Like everybody acting like the fight was like 3,000-1. The man won off a split decision. Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
yo,
I'm
they
tired
acting
of
like
with the
Keith
picture.
got beat up in there. It's crazy. Like you can't be light skinned no more.
I didn't have it no fucking split decision at all. I had a UD.
I mean, you would.
Either way it go, it was close, Mike. It wasn't. Y'all acting like the man got whooped like Canelo. Did he? Did he get whooped like Canelo?
I think what people are looking at.
Nah, I asked you a question.
But that ain't fair,
a better example. I think what people are looking at the
success you a question.
Jeff Horn had in his fight versus the success that Keith Thurman had in his fight.
Bruh, Jeff Horn ain't have success. You got to stop that. We watched that fight. Stop that bullshit.
I scored the fight, my nigga.
Man, nigga, stop it. People are clowning
Man, you scored the fight with top rank eyes.
Bruh, it was one fucking comment, nigga. Everybody else, nigga, had it how
nigga, if Bud would have never fought that, you'd have never scored that fight like that. Stop it, son. We know what you're trying to do.
Bruh, I scored it for fucking Horn before he even fought Bud.
Listen, man.
We don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't either. RMV, man, thanks for calling in. We going out to AJ, not from the UK. What up?
What's up, man? I'm over here fucking taking y'all so out and shit on it. And here's one thing that get me. Motherfuckers keep talking about the UK, about not going back to the UK. Motherfuckers don't realize the UK is a fucking it's a damn island. Like motherfuckers don't realize that. Okay, they might not fight in the UK, but if they gonna fight somewhere out in motherfucking Europe or something, I mean, there's mad money to go out there. And motherfuckers couple pounds over there. That's bringing in that's the heaviest currency out there besides motherfucking yen. That's the niggas in China fucking with that shit. You feel me? So for my thing, I mean, I personally don't give a shit where they fucking fight. Andy gonna beat his ass either way. You feel me? And I honestly feel that. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The chats on these motherfuckers fucking getting me, fucking cracking me up. Motherfuckers know so much about nothing because nobody seen no motherfucking contract, and the motherfuckers are going off of motherfucking Eddie Hearn come out, and that motherfucker just wherever the wind ride, he going that way.
Word is
so it's like, I mean, this shit funny to me, man.
He a flip flopping ass.
Well,
yo, he
bad. Like, come on now.
Hilarious. I love it though, man.
That man got that man ain't got a hard spot in his body. I'll say that on the real. Like, that shit crazy to me. But y'all stay up. Keep peeping y'all out. Y'all be easy.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. We going out to Checkmate Box and talk to us.
What's going on, Checkmate?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Mike? What's going on there? Hey, first of all, I still tell you guys, I'll say it again, I don't think the fight happened. There's no way in the... Hello?
Yes. You don't think the fight happens?
Hello?
What?
Okay.
You don't think the fight happened?
Yeah, I don't think it's going... No. I think because, first of all, I believe when they activated the rematch clause, they did it so fast just to save face. Because, and he cannot get a new style in a couple of months. It's not going to happen. So, therefore, he's going to come up with some type of injury or something's going to happen where the fight is not going to happen in 2019. I'm pretty much guaranteed. I'm willing to bet anybody that it's not going to happen. But if it does happen, Andy beats his ass again because styles makes fight. AJ is built for power, not for speed. He fights too tall, and his recoil is too slow, and Andy's hands is too fast. It is what it is. So it's going to take him to get in a practice fight with a lesser opponent with that style to even try to be capable of that. So, but like I said, that's my number one reason why that's not going to happen. So
Yeah, I disagree.
Make a bet. Right. Just remember.
Checkmate. Thanks for calling in, man. That's it, man. We wrapped up another one. Make sure you tune in. You never know. We might be back.
We won't be back. Catch us tonight at 7 o'clock for our flagship as we preview this weekend's fights.
Who fighting?
And we talk a little bit more boxing and cover all of the topics that we weren't able to cover today and this past week. 7 o'clock flagship, 12 o'clock p.m. UK. There will be 4 o'clock on the West Coast, 6 o'clock Central and Mountain Time. You know how I feel about that.
Who fighting?
Kornacki and Areola this weekend.
Damn,
and also we got my guy from UK, Robbie guy, Anthony Fowler is back in action coming out that Fitzgerald. What's the Fitzgerald?
Oh my God, he gonna fight Brian Rose.
Brian Rose, yes.
Let's see what happens there. Elms talking about first Elms is we gotta stop believing anything Elms say, okay? Cause he gonna tell me. I said, Fowler could lose that fight. Elm said, what? You crazy. So I'm like, bruh, this dude ain't never fight nobody on the level of Brian Rose. Brian Rose been in with better opposition. He like, bruh, it's a 50-50 fight. I'm like, bruh, if you saying it's 50-50, then you saying the same shit I'm saying. He could lose. He crazy. I'm telling you.
I think he heard of Brian Rose.
Now I want Brian Rose to win. I swear.
Cause you can't Robbie like him or some shit.
No, because Elms.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Because Elms think that it's gonna be an easy fight. Like, look, I mean, Brian Rose ain't what he used to be, but he lost only to like top names, bro. Like,
I do want to see Fowler bounce back though. He had a tough fight with Fitzgerald.
Bro, it might be too soon for him. He 8-0.
Who?
Fowler 8-1 now.
I thought it was like 10-0.
You
10-1.
Bro, you crazy.
No, he still got to fight Ted Cheeseman and shit.
Bro, he ain't fighting Ted Cheeseman. He got sparked by the last dude.
I'm telling you, man, he gonna fuck Ted Cheeseman.
Fitzgerald beat him up. And Elm's like, Fitzgerald's a gold, blah, 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 blah. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man, I was looking at that fight to go the distance, but them some bitches had it as a 10-rounder, not a 12-rounder, so they
pay you. Damn, and I want the boomerang. Talk to me.
What's going on, Wody?
Man, what's up? You heard me? Say it, dog. What's up with these Keith Thurman fans, bro? They be in their feelings like a motherfucker.
Bro, they be getting nigga, they be feeling touched by an angel or some shit.
Better not duck me, son.
You be checking them niggas out, Mike.
Duck me, son.
Bro, look. I let him have it, brother.
The same nigga that say he don't give a fuck about the fans, and like he's sitting on them, and they still rocking with this nigga. Man, nigga say he don't give a fuck about the fans. You hear me? And he don't care what they want. He gonna do what the fuck he want to do. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. You hear me? We buying these pay-per-views and shit. And most people bought that shit to watch Pacquiao whip your fucking ass. And you got your ass whooped, you hear me? So that what the fuck happened. We gonna see what Keith Thurman do when he fight somebody else on pay-per-view. We gonna see how big of a motherfucking star he is. Then let's get say his 50,000 on that one, you hear me? And that what the fuck that bitch gonna do. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Let's keep it all the way trip. Cause Bud fighting,
down over here.
Fighting, Porter fighting.
But we all know, man, you know Ness done changed bandwagons. He a man down person now.
Hey, look, Mike, this nigga nose got broke. He got dropped and his fucking rib broke. Man, nigga, they ain't an ass whooping. I don't know what you call that. You hear me? That's my call, dog.
Hey, man, bro, like I said earlier, bro, I thought it was a unanimous decision. I didn't see a split decision, but it is what it is.
Bro, the hate is real. The champ is there. The punch stats indicated.
Call him champ, man. Like, you got to call him like former champ or something. You got to put something.
The punch stats indicated. The fight fans indicated. The graphic, they put him on there for the rematch. They still asking him, do he want the rematch? The numbers on pay-per-view indicated. You just, be careful, man. The division stagnated right now. Mikey out here flirting with the zone. You know what I mean?
Mike ain't got no belt, nigga.
Thurman fuck around and get the rematch. And then what? Huh?
Thurman get the rematch, bro.
Yeah.
Shit. Man, it's evident, you know what I'm saying, man. Pacquiao don't really want that work with Errol Spence.
Yeah. Errol Spence busy. Errol Spence busy.
About to be unbusy, nigga. After the
maybe he is, maybe he ain't. Maybe he is, maybe he ain't.
Are you picking Sean Porter?
No, I'm just saying you don't know if Pacquiao come back in November like he normally do.
I mean, if he do, if for like one reason.
Yo, who this over here talking about Dillian White cleared, man? Get out of here.
It's it'll be from Amir Khan.
Yo, ESPN would have hit me up like.
Back call.
Yo, we out. Next GTO, Instagram, Twitter. Peace.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross231.